Yay!
Hello, ladies.
Oh, dude, I was obsessed with that last week or last time I was here. Don't rub the mustache. No, that's just gross.
No mustache
No
rubbing.
mustache rubbing. Jeez. Hello, everyone. We are at Tyler's house again because you just worked out that way.
Yeah.
Anyway, did you like the change up of the intro to be
The dates were
tour?
wrong.
Yeah. Edit that to 2022.
Yes.
And sign up for
Just
the
have to
Colorado
use your
Devaluation Tour.
imagination.
Yeah, right. I don't have a short of the 2021 promoting the 2022 because I'm lazy.
You should just change the last screen.
Well, it's already edited, and I have to re-edit.
But if you did just the last screen, though,
I know, but that's hard.
True.
Larry Moe and Curly.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
who's who, Hugh?
who's on
Hugh?
first?
Yeah, who's on first? Oh boy.
You know, if you say "ladies" to the end of anything, it makes it creepy. Like
What?
if you say anything and you say "ladies" at the end of it, it automatically turns out to be creepy.
I have to go to the bathroom, ladies.
See?
I guess so.
It's
not
not mute
bad.
your mic.
Yeah. Right. Hey, Supercars by the Sea. Hey, James, how you doing, man? Oh shit, I need to mute my phone. Sorry. Hold on. I don't want people dinging me. Go away.
Normally, you do want that.
No.
Yeah.
There. Sorry. Anyway, yeah. So we were actually just checking out a commercial property.
That's why we're at Tyler's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was up in this area. And so we were like, oh, well, let's just have the live here because we didn't want to drive all the way home.
Well, especially during rush hour.
It was, yeah. It was
That's
during
what
rush
it
hour.
was. It was rush hour.
Oh, I totally love hearing myself. I love hearing myself on this microphone. It's so awesome. It sounds really great.
See, Tom gets it.
Greetings, groin. Yeah, I guess it is kind of creepy. Hello, boy. Oh,
Well,
I don't
Meg's
know
not
if
here.
Meg's on it. I mean, I should invite her, but I mean,
Yeah. She's not at my house. Sorry. She will
No.
not make a random appearance tonight.
no, and she would
Or
probably.
maybe she will.
Yeah.
Right. No, she'd be like, hell no, I'm not getting on camera. Are you kidding me? She's like, I'm taking it chill. Oh, man. Yeah. The 575 is going to be an interesting project. We actually tried to do a little bit of work on it today and didn't.
Carrie's here.
Oh my God.
There he is.
Carrie.
You
He's
survived
back from
tax
the
season?
dead.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, dude. So I am literally Carrie's last
Oh no.
tax person that he does. So like 2 hours before, like it's due and that's it. He's like, all right, let's do this. And so we're going over it, and yeah, it was painful this year.
How did you file in time? E-file?
Yeah, just e-file. He did it all.
Yeah.
But
Tax
don't you have
jail.
to
I like
pay
that.
before the
Oh yeah,
deadline
but you
too?
can just go on this. He's like, go to this link, click on this button, pay this much money. And I go, okay, I did. And he goes, okay, you're done. I was like, all right, I guess so.
That's what I did.
Who wants to guess how much money I owed in taxes this year? Nearest to $1,000.
69,420.
No,
Ladies.
no.
It's a good thing this isn't on April 20th.
Yeah.
We missed it by one day.
What?
420.
Oh, well, whatever.
You can tell where Dan's head is. Not in the weed world.
No, whatever. 30K.
Fred's here?
That's a pretty good guess. That's really good guess. 22,000, 42,000,
I like where Tom's head is at.
42,069, 15,000, 35,9. Write-offs are the key. Oh yeah. No, Carrie is the man at getting me write-offs.
He got me money back. So I'm happy.
You actually
about
got
that.
money back?
Yeah.
Oh, you bastard.
Well, yeah.
Oh, damn. Someone had a $1.6 million
Whoa.
tax bill. I mean, I guess on the good side of that means you made a lot of money.
yeah, I was gonna say that.
So, I mean,
that might be one of those like good problems to have type thing.
right. Like if I owed $1 million in taxes, I'd be like, damn, I did good this year. Oh, anyway. Well, I owed like 29,000 something dollars.
Womp womp.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
sucked. Mm.
Ouch. And next year, though.
I mean,
house credits, or does that? it's been
the
14
actually
years,
funny
right?
thing is we were talking about that and we did the math, and it's like it probably doesn't really help.
Oh, that sucks.
Actually, I think he said it it would save me $230 or something like that.
Don't spend it all.
I know.
Yeah. That's a tank of gas these days.
Yeah. I was like, oh wow, that's not so great. Anyway, enough about taxes. Sorry, total diversion. But yeah, so we were checking out. So if you didn't know, we've kind of started looking for a commercial property to put the dealership, and then obviously we'd want to have it do other stuff too. Oh yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
So we're kind of looking for like a warehouse type space. It's not that we don't love the Howard, but the Howard's not ours, and we're gonna have.
Hold up.
What?
Carrie,
Oh.
are you having Saint Bernard puppies?
Oh, dude, he just got a
Oh.
Saint Bernard puppy,
Oh,
and John Zeke contributing to my tax fund.
Ladies.
Oh no, do not. Okay, no, don't convince Meg that we need a Saint Bernard, because we don't need a Saint Bernard.
but then you could get. It would be the same as getting Ash a horse.
Yeah.
That's more than
You
a
could get-
horse,
you could get him a little saddle
dude.
to ride on with a cowboy hat.
No. Oh God.
That would be awesome.
No. We're probably gonna get another Basset Hound once we move,
Why would you want another Basset Hound?
because I love Basset Hounds. They're amazing
They can
dogs.
slobber on each other.
Why?
Yeah. What's wrong with you? Because they're amazing. They're the greatest.
Yeah, Mo needs a friend.
You're a dick.
We rescue all of our dogs because there are more dogs that need a home in the kennels.
There's lots of dogs that need homes, including little baby Basset Hounds. V12 Ferraris would be great content. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. But yes, we have a lot of work on that car. It is, yeah. Funny story about that car. We bought it
It looks good.
accidentally. Did
Yeah.
I tell you about that?
You told me about that.
Yeah. I don't know if we told this story. It was
I
an
thought we
accidental
did,
buy.
but,
Maybe we
yeah.
did.
I'm gonna see where the dog's working, so tell that story.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, we were
Thank you, Todd. Todd gets it.
What? Adopt? Oh, I mean, whatever.
All right, so we want a Porsche. Everybody keeps saying
Get
buy
a Porsche.
buy Porsche.
Get a Porsche.
The problem is that there's a lot of competition because they're in a lower price bracket, so they sell a lot quicker and a lot easier, and so people don't want to sell it to us at wholesale price because remember we have to buy it at wholesale so that we can sell it at retail because we're a dealership, and so people can hold on to them longer and sell them quick because it's there's a lot more people in that market.
Yeah.
Whereas with the Ferraris, the McLarens, and stuff like that, it's a much higher entry point to get into it. So it's
At least that's our theory.
yeah. I mean, I could be
Yeah.
completely wrong
Well,
about
all,
that.
all
but
we
that's
know
what-
is so far, every single Porsche that we've tried to negotiate on, we've not been able to get to a price that we could make money on, or at least not confidently. Like maybe it would make money, or it'd make so little money that's like, well, what's the point? Like we're not going to buy a car to make $1,000 because that's just not. It's too much risk. Yeah, it's like. But yes, we do want a Porsche. We've been looking actively, so I don't think a 993 maybe. I mean, I don't know. I'd really like to stick to probably like 996s at the oldest.
Honestly, and as somebody who owns a 996, I think like 997 would be the oldest. Well, just because
For ease of sale.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
No.
And admittedly, the 997s are, even though they're not that much newer, they are that much more modern looking.
True.
Especially in the interior. So you get it's what am I trying to say? Easier to sell, more broader audience, I guess.
Look, just because that's your dream, Carrie, and it's already coming true, doesn't mean that we need to feature it. Which we will still feature.
When are you getting here, Carrie? I thought you were already going to be here since tax
Yeah,
season's
I
over.
assume tax season's over.
Oh,
You're going
yeah.
to be here the next day.
Yeah.
Your exhaust is taking up space in my garage. gonna
He
start
might have
charging-
to move that thing.
I'm gonna
to
charge
where
it
he's
rent.
moving to.
Actually, yeah, I really do want it out of the garage so I don't have to move it twice. 'Cause it's huge and heavy as hell.
That's what she said.
Ha! Oh yeah, she did actually.
Oh, I mean, I'd take a Jaguar E-Type. Yeah, we could.
What?
Dan said no Jags.
Never. No, they're banned.
But an E-Type?
No,
Come on.
no, dude. Do you know? Hey James, James,
Oh, I'm sure it's a pain in the ass to maintain.
how much money did you spend on that E-Type, James? That's all I'm going to say.
All the money.
Yes.
Yeah.
How much money did you spend? Yes.
Oh boy.
It's still a pretty car though.
121,000. There you go.
Yeah.
No, we're not doing a Jag.
Yes.
So you can buy it for 90 and sell it for 120 again.
So I could buy it for 180 and sell it for 120.
Yeah.
After you put,
It's worth 70.
There you go.
No.
I can't begin to fathom why we wouldn't buy a Jag.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, I gotta send you pictures of your exhaust, don't I? I still gotta open the damn box. I didn't open it yet.
Whoa. Keep that on the down low, whatever you guys are.
1.21 gigabyte. Oh, hey, Fred's actually here tonight.
It was
Hey,
the
Fred.
way he wrote it. Exhaust tip picks. I mean,
Yeah.
come on. That was Carrie, not me.
I know. No, never an F type. Sorry,
You had a shitty one. That's fine.
I did.
Mine's
Oh,
solid
His
so
thing
far.
there it is.
A blast to drive, though.
Oh, it's not the spin. Because where the hell is Vin? I sent everyone.
Oh
a
yeah,
link.
where is Ven?
Okay. Hey Fred, if you're bored, you could join us. No one else joined us. They're all being a bunch of babies tonight or something. Are you bringing Meg and Ash a Saint Bernard pup to pick up? No,
Oh God.
no,
Do it.
no,
Do it.
no. I don't need a Saint Bernard, dude. I love your dog, but he's huge. I don't need a
Oh, yeah.
horse in my house.
A horse is a horse, of course.
Yeah. He'd eat that
Yeah.
$230 in kibble in a month. So.
Dude, I don't need another giant
And
thing.
you'd be
No.
picking up human size.
No, they're bigger than humans. They're the size of like a small horse.
because it is a small
It's a small
horse.
horse. Yeah, that thing's a horse. It weighs more than us.
Just human.
Just a tip.
Ladies.
Yeah, that is it. That is a. All right, you're right. Get a female basset? No, we want another dude. They're easier and cheaper. And yeah, Mo needs a wife. No, he needs a buddy. He needs just another dog to go run around and play and stuff and keep himself entertained.
Yep.
Yeah. Saint Bernard turds will be the same size turd that Amber Heard left on Johnny Depp's bed. So the only reason,
I've heard about
Yeah.
that.
yeah, you told me about that earlier. Otherwise, I would have never known. That's awesome. Anyway, oh yeah. So where were we? Oh yeah. So we're looking at commercial property for the dealership because we need a place to start storing cars and hopefully working on cars. And then the thought was like to get a space that we can have like a studio, storage, lifts, work on stuff, kind of everything. So unfortunately, Richard, who owns the Howard, what are you laughing at?
Tom's message.
Whose horse is that, ladies? Yeah, that's a good one.
You guys should start commenting like this on all of our videos.
Oh God, no! It's we're just gonna be sitting there going. At least he
That's
will.
all.
That's he's just the whole stream.
Well, once again, we could just mute him.
Oh yeah. Good point. Thanks. Yeah, he's gonna be like, ladies. Look at him. Oh my God.
It's funny.
I know.
Oh,
I don't even know why I try sometimes. Oh no, now we're talking about this whole.
Yep.
Oh God. So I'm gonna avoid that.
left a grumpy on.
There we go, John. What is this? What is this? Let's talk McLaren. I'm in lust. Can you add the soft door close retrofit with what about
Ooh.
exhaust entertainment system upgrade? I don't know if you can swap out the soft close. I'm guessing probably.
I don't know
I have
anything
no
about it.
idea. Exhaust, yes, you can do an exhaust in that. In fact, we sell exhaust for it. And then entertainment system upgrade. I think you can get like the more recent version, but I don't know like how it's through McLaren.
I know the square root of 0 about McLarens.
Yeah.
So
Other than they're fun to drive.
And it's really pretty because it's parked outside. And
the paint is that color is just good Lord. It's so
Yeah.
good.
yeah, there was actually a orange 720S in the domain on Tuesday,
Oh, nice.
and
The
it, it was
that
not
color is
the
good too.
volcano orange.
Oh, it
was
wasn't?
like a flat orange. It was like, why would you waste this car with a flat orange.
Yeah.
I guess I'd have to see pictures of it to see.
Yeah, it didn't do it justice. Like it didn't have
yes.
that pearl.
Para character holding Billy laughing out loud. That's kind of Adam, right? Do a collab with McMedics, aka M Fauters. So McMedics. So funny thing, we actually have a possible buyer for the McLaren already. Actually, two. And the one guy wants to have McMedics come out and inspect the McLaren.
Oh, nice.
The engine cover does open, but I wouldn't necessarily call it access to the engine.
Oh, soft close is available, and it's $1,200 from the dealership. That's not terrible.
Yeah, to not have to slam them, that's pretty
Is
good.
that
Yeah.
installed?
Right.
Well,
Probably-
because
probably
I mean,
not.
if that isn't, but if it was, I mean, that would
I'd
be
be shocked.
that would be
Yeah.
a deal.
Yeah. So we just said, the engine cover does open. Adam will give in to Boxster love when we get that thing on the
Okay.
road.
I will never give in to Boxer love because convertibles are stupid. Come at me. But maybe Cayman. But definitely not
Yeah.
Boxers.
Caymans.
It came in
Yeah.
really cool.
I like the Cayman.
I really want a
I'm kind of
GT4.
on the Boxster.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm not a whoops. Jeez, sorry, clicking things. I like go to click on something, it scrolls right as I'm clicking.
No,
Damn it.
$1,200 is the price just to ask about the parts.
I like this. Oh shit! God damn it! Stupid thing moves. Okay, you have to pay McLaren to get the doors to close correctly.
That's a feature, Fred.
It's a feature. Yeah, come on. No, it's the first, I think, 2 or 3 years of the 12C. Maybe it's 2 years. The doors, you gotta like slam them shut. It just is annoying. And so by slamming the doors shut, the little computer screen that's in the doors goes out.
Is that what causes it?
It helps. Yeah, shakes it apart.
I don't know.
I mean, think about how hard we're slamming that damn door.
Okay, so seatbelts. All right.
What?
As a seatbelts first, lap bar second.
Oh,
I'm assuming he works at an amusement park or something like that.
okay. Do you make it?
This is going to make a lot of Porsche people angry,
Oh,
and I'm a Porsche person through and through. The Carrera GT is an ugly car, so no, I do not make exceptions for it. Yeah, I said it. What? I said it.
here's the real reason Adam hates convertibles. The roof messes up.
At
the
least I
hair.
have hair, Dan.
Dude, it's so funny because the number of people who are like, oh, this YouTuber had a 12C, this one had a 12C, this one had a 12C. It's like, and they're like, you should talk to them. It's like, I mean, I don't know. I've never talked. Well, I mean, I guess I did meet Shmi and got his phone number and stuff. But
Weird flex, but okay.
I mean, I could text him right now, but I'm not going to.
No, I just like I'm not like I don't have that kind of relationship. I can't just like call up Shmi like, hey, dude. So like we met and like hung out for like a day and a half, and that's it. And by the way, I want to ask you all these questions about a 12C. Like, so
Yeah. It's a weird message to send.
yeah, like it's just I don't know. It's just kind of weird.
I just think that was a funny flex you made on people.
That's not enough. Why? It's just I've met a lot of YouTubers. It's kind of weird. Like
Who
I've been-
else's number do you have?
Yeah.
I've got Strad's number. I've got Ed Bullion's number. I've got a couple others.
Hoovies?
No, he didn't give me his number.
Oh.
He just showed up randomly. That was cool.
Yeah.
No, that was funny. Yeah, we know about Hoovie's 12C.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the problem with anyone saying, ask Hoovie about his fill in the blank. Hoovie buys hoopties and talks about how they're hoopties. So those are not good examples to base any opinions on, in my opinion.
Regardless of the type of car, McLaren, Ferrari, whatever.
That's a
Yeah.
good point. Yeah.
Even the
No,
458.
I mean,
is
that's
admittedly
his
a
whole
hoopty.
channel is buying a pile of crap and then being like, here's everything wrong with my pile of crap. And then it's like, oh, shocker, the pile of crap broke. It's like, yeah, no shit. Like, did you see the 458 stuff that they like? So now that they really
Yes.
dug into it, like,
Is
oh,
it
hey, the
even worse?
frame's bent.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was like, yeah, no shit. It went off roading at probably 150 miles an hour. You know, it's like, I have met Chris Fix. I don't have his number.
Who were the guys that we met in Colorado the first year? Daily Driven.
Oh,
or no, not.
No.
I don't have their number though.
Oh,
I got their email. Oh, and then shoot, what's their name? I don't have it. Anyway, whatever. I don't care. Anyway, why are we talking about that? We should be talking about other YouTubers. We should talk about us because we're so good. Yes, Hui buys less than desirable cars to make videos about them, but it does work. I mean, he's got his thing.
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah, it's his. It's
that's his channel.
Yeah.
His channel is here's a turd. Here's everything wrong with the turd, and here's how much money I lost on the turd.
I wish you guys could see how ridiculously cute Tyler's dog is back here laying on the couch.
There you go. You can. She's helping.
Yeah, she's background.
Most people are here more for the dog anyway.
Yeah. Funny enough, I don't have Damon's number, but I have Dave's number. I've talked to Dave, but not Damon. It's weird. Anyway,
we have Josh Hill's number.
No,
though, so
I
that
didn't-
trumps everything.
it's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
It's true. I did not ever meet Randy from Savage Garage.
Oh, yeah.
That's unfortunate.
That was a shock to see that he wasn't
Yeah.
very old or anything.
And can people stop trying to spread a rumor until it's like confirmed? Just don't. It's not cool. Like,
What rumor?
There's a bunch of rumors. I don't even want to talk about the rumors because
Yeah.
they're stupid. And
Wait,
who knows if they're real? We'll talk about it off camera because it's not.
Us?
No, but
No,
people are
with-
like
With Savage.
spreading about
Oh,
Randy.
the Slim Jim guy. He
No.
died a while ago.
Okay, I'm not going to even acknowledge that.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. Yes. Oh God.
Oh.
Anyway, I feel like, hey, it's whatever the situation is not good. So let's, be respectful, people. But think of the sub increases with the Saint Bernard.
If you could bring you tools, that'd
It could do the webcast with us because it would be tall enough to have its own microphone up here.
It's our tripod. It's just kind of wobbly.
the mic would just short out because it's
Yeah.
slobber going.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Those things are slobber machines.
I love Great Danes. I would totally do a Great Dane over a Saint Bernard. No offense, Carrie. Except for one problem with Great Danes. They only live like 8 years.
Well, that's the problem with any dog is
Yeah.
that they don't live long enough.
No, I know, but like 8 years is too short.
Yeah,
That's like,
it's definitely too short.
yeah.
I did see a Great Dane in a Jeep, some SUV with a sunroof open, and that dog was standing on the center console with its head out the sunroof, just having a fucking blast. It was awesome.
Okay. I'll bring this one up just because I think it's funny. Will you be willing to discuss the other individuals that posted videos splitting off from Gated 6? So first of all, they didn't split off from Gated 6. Let's be clear on that. And we're not going to really talk about their names.
Wait, is there a new
Okay.
video?
There's a couple of reels. No, I don't even know because I don't care.
No, the way that question is worded, it kind
They-
of seems like it is.
Yeah. We'll just go with a few ground rules. Number one, don't post their information because
We don't want to give them credibility.
No, it lends credibility. So that's like one of my whole things is like any publicity is good publicity. So we're not going to give them any publicity. Okay, cool, good. So we'll talk about that. Basically, some former employees, and they were not Gated 6, and it did not split off from. Well, one guy was involved in Gated 6. The other two guys were not. They were part of EAG, and the three of them concluded that they were somehow owed a lot and thought that they could start their own company and do it better. And so they,
What was
left.
that?
That was Josh showing up.
Oh,
So-
there he is.
Oh, yeah, I gotta change that thing so it like shows us all. There you
We're
go,
the
Josh.
only ones.
What? Yeah,
We're the
it's
only
just
ones.
yeah. Oh, I gotta change that background. That's a terrible background.
It
Here.
really is.
Oh, no, up, wrong button.
What did you do?
Where is it? Oh, it's background. Okay, there you go. Sorry.
Yeah, not overlay.
There. Yeah, not overlay. Jeez. Okay. So anyway, we're still talking about this. They basically started contacting our customers and saying, hey, all this stuff. Like they're trying to make up, feeding into the bullshit that's on the internet about the whole situation. And it really got ugly. And so they hilariously they sent us a cease and desist.
Cool.
Which we
that was right when I joined too.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, I joined at like the exact perfect time.
So we promptly ignored that cease and desist because it was completely bullshit. And then we actually we were in the process of suing them, but we concluded there was no point because they basically don't exist anymore. So there's no point. So we just said, we'll just. It's one of those things where it's like we could spend a bunch of money and sue them into oblivion, or you could just like let them go away. So we just let them go away. So they're gone.
They took care of themselves.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a good outcome.
Yeah.
America's too happy.
Yeah. So there you go.
You can't get blood from a stone anyway.
Yeah. They made a couple of videos, and
So on a lighter note, any updates on G Money?
yes. Actually.
Okay.
He's
Wait,
in jail.
we
Could potentially be in jail right now.
Ooh.
No. So yeah. So I guess we're gonna do a
He's
follow up.
bonded out for sure.
Probably the bond was only like $500-$600. I looked at.
There's
I wouldn't be-
1,000.
Is it 1,000?
Yeah.
Oh, they increased it.
I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised if it was even like a personal reconnaissance.
Yeah. This is an amazing question. How can they send you a cease and desist if you and the other guy were the founders of the company? Great question.
Yeah.
No, because you give a lawyer money and they'll do anything for
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you tell a lawyer to do something and pay them, they are
Oh,
happy to do it.
and to be clear, they did not pay a lawyer. They just wrote a
Ah.
cease and desist.
Well, there you go.
Because we sent it to our lawyer, and our lawyer was like, "What the hell is this?" Like he literally was like, "What is this? This is."
I could see them typing it in Microsoft
Well,
Word, and Clippy is
no.
like, "I see you're trying to write
So,
a cease and desist letter."
Here's the funny thing: is the grammar was bad enough that it literally did not actually
Makes
proclaim
sense.
anything. Like it
Yeah.
literally did not tell us to stop doing anything because the grammar was like incorrect. And so we're like, well, I mean, throw that away.
That's amazing.
Like wipe my ass with that one. It means nothing. So word to the wise people, if you're gonna play big boy games, hire the big boys. you can't phone that one in.
Get G Money on the
Yeah,
podcast.
I
Oh,
agree with
dude.
that. Can we call it in from the state pen when he's locked up?
Okay. So G Money, real quick.
What's up, Fred?
Get G. Again, we're gonna do a follow-up video. We weren't because we thought, okay, there's nothing more to talk about. But well, G Money changed that for himself. So
We didn't have anything to do with it.
no. So interesting enough, multiple people reached out to us and said that G Money scammed them.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
So we were, just as we said, we were not the only victims. We said from the start, we're like, look, based on what he's doing, there's no way that this is the first time he's done this, and we were correct. We were like, I mean, shit, we already know of 3 other people. So yeah, that was part of it was funny, but here's where it's awesome, and we can't connect it and say for sure, but the timing is kind of coincidental. We'll just go with that. That the same day the video came out, G Money left Austin, went back home to Mama and Mama's house.
Grandma.
Correction, grandma, and proceeded to get drunk as hell and arrested driving. And
Nice.
For a second time.
2 DUIs in less than a year. Texas don't like that.
No.
I don't think any state really likes
No, it's
No.
one thing when you get 1. It's another thing when you get 2. That's not good. So there you go. So we don't know if G Money's in jail or bonded out. But
I guarantee he's bonded out unless
Yeah.
he's been arrested again.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm sure he was let out.
He's got 786 grand in the bank, so I'm sure he paid bond.
oh yeah. He just pulled some of that money. Yeah. That was the best, dude. Oh man, that. God. It's like, oh, what's my favorite thing about that whole video is the number of people who are like, "Oh, you guys are making this up." It's like,
You couldn't even make that up, and if we were going to make it up, I think I'd make it a little better than that.
right. If I was to make it up,
We could come up with a lot better lie than that. If we
Right.
make
Yeah.
it up.
my favorite is this one idiot was all like, I work for the industry and the banks wouldn't do that. The banks would never shred the check. And I'm like, I wish they hadn't. Go call them and tell them to change their policy, please. Like that was actually the part that was the most frustrating. The officer basically said if they had that check in their possession,
Ah,
he would have been in jail
shit.
immediately. Like that would have been like, boom, bye. But
Bye, Felicia.
yeah. So that sucks.
Jeez.
But I mean, I think they're still obviously interested in him because clearly this is, again, we're not the only victims here.
Well, and chances are he'll mess up again and do something dumb that will get him caught, and then he'll
Yeah.
just.
I always accidentally write a check for $40,000 to my neighbors all the time.
With someone else's bank on
With
it,
someone
yeah.
else's bank
Yeah.
money. So you know, oh yeah, I totally installed bank software with check printing capabilities. And by the way, input a different company's banking information into that system and then go, oops, I printed the wrong account for $40,000 because I love my neighbors that much.
The most lenient state for
How much money-
DUI is South Dakota. I
Really?
wonder why that is.
Because there's only like 84 people there.
And there's
But
nothing
you
to do
think
there,
they
so
nor-
why not just drink and drive around? Why not?
Yeah, because everyone's already trashed all the
By
time.
that logic, then North Dakota should be the most lenient, because there's only like 20 people in North Dakota.
That's true.
That's a big tech center now. So North Dakota's banging.
What?
What, like 68 people?
Why?
Is
Is
it
it one
like
short of a party?
68,000?
Is it because they could just
They
keep
can
the
run their-
servers outside?
So,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. It's so cold.
It's
They're
so
like, we don't
cheap.
need to AC the server room. We just open the door. Yeah. Oh, why did the G Money guy use his own real name?
Yeah, because
That-
he's super smart. That's why.
I don't know. That was well. So here was the interesting thing that the officer kind of was explaining is by him giving the check to someone else. Oh, here we go. Hold on.
All
All
Ready?
right, get ready,
3,
everybody.
2, 1, go.
Mom's stuck up in the. She's gonna put them down here and get them.
Oh, hashtag waiting for my 6-speed. Whoops. Oh, geez, that does not work right. Okay, there. That's better. So anyway, modern day Frank Abagnale. Yeah, right.
Yeah, he wishes.
He wishes, right? Oh man.
Frank Abagnale was good at it.
Yeah, he got away with it and did actually make a bunch of money.
And he was so good at it that he got out of jail so that he could go work for the FBI.
Yeah.
Yeah. That whole thing was just like, oh my god, like why, dude? Why? Anyway, it actually, we kind of joked it was a blessing in disguise because it really made us discuss how we're keeping our security and just being attentive. And like, it sounds shitty, but now basically anytime anyone's a serious potential buyer for our cars, we're going to do a ton of research on them before we ever let them touch or see the car, because apparently this is the world we live in now.
Yeah.
G-Man,
Only a good thing.
Tang, whatever his name was.
G Money.
G Money.
G-Money.
G Money. Yes, G Money. Oops. Oh, geez. Stu.
Vaughn Wakey.
Yes, Ben is the entrance champion. God damn it. It keeps, every time I click, it like,
Yeah.
right as I click. Stop it. Oh, hey. This is a fascinating question. Dan, what made you go to Western Michigan? My kid goes there. I don't see the appeal. I don't either.
It was convenient.
Yeah.
It was convenience. I
In-state
went
pricing.
no well. So first of all, I went to University of Michigan for 2 years, and then didn't want to do mechanical engineering anymore, and so I kind of said to my parents, "Hey, I don't want to be a mechanical engineer," and they said, "Well, you got to figure out what you want to do." And I'm like, "I don't know what I want to do." And they're like, blah blah. Anyway, so I just took some time off from college, or not time off from college. I went to a community college while I was trying to figure out what the hell I was trying to do, and then I just transferred to Western because that's all I could afford. Because yeah, it was cheap. So we need some G Money T-shirts with
Yes.
with the Modog attacking.
Yes.
Can we put his mugshot up on the shirt?
There you go.
That's public.
The
record, right?
blurred out one.
The blurred one. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
would he
use his
be-
real ones. Public
Would he
record.
be entitled to royalties?
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Mm,
If you don't sell the shirts, you wouldn't be,
Just give them away.
that's true. Could just give them away.
or sell a service that the shirt comes with.
You could probably argue it's like some like incidental
Yeah.
value because of marketing reasons or whatever. Yeah.
Josh, what's
Um,
in the cup?
Josh?
Oh, I'm drinking rum tonight.
Oh, nice.
20-year-old rum. It's really good.
Jeez, fancy shit here.
Yeah.
Mocha.
Captain Jack Sparrow over here drinking
Making
rum.
me
Yeah.
feel bad with my Lone Star.
I'm drinking water because I've been dehydrated all
I
week.
have water too.
It's because I don't have Miller Lite, and Dan won't drink this well.
That too.
I just recently got into drinking good rum because I had never had good rum before, and I had some at a friend's house, and I was like, "Wow, this is amazing!
Yeah.
Nice.
I got to get into this." So
Yep.
Yeah. Not me.
Pamplemousse.
Ooh. The
Ooh.
fanciest of Loquas.
How many days in are you?
32.
And it's 60 days?
75.
75. Okay. All right. You get
32
almost
days.
halfway.
He'll fail. I got faith. He'll fail.
Dude,
now
you got
he made it
$5 on it?
pretty far already. I think he's
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he's good.
Yeah, if you're past 30 days, you're good.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. I like this one. I saw NGS giving a bunch of love to McLaren last video. Can we expect a lot more McLarens in the future, or are they too much of a liability? Depends.
good. I think if we can sell the one that we have, we'll definitely get another one 100% because I
Yeah,
love that car.
if we can,
It's awesome.
the goal. I mean,
Yeah.
here's the thing: the goal for us is to buy and sell cars and make money buying and selling cars. So if we can buy and sell McLarens and make money buying and selling McLarens, guess what? We're gonna buy and sell some McLarens. But,
It's nuanced.
it's
Do you
Yeah.
think you guys got lucky getting such a clean example of it?
no.
Do you think it's just a misrepresented hate towards that
It
brand?
could be.
Yes.
We don't know.
I
mean,
think
I don't think we haven't had it long enough to give you a good
Yeah.
answer on that yet.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, on the
And we
on
haven't
the-
owned enough of them yet either.
here's the thing though. People who actually own the cars have kind of been commenting and reaching out to us. I think they're actually better than people think.
Yeah, none of those people has said anything bad about them. Real owners.
Yeah, yeah.
And let's be honest, every car has its quirks and issues, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, look at 430s.
Yeah.
Every, like Dan says, 100% of the time, headers are going to go out.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So,
No, the thing is, I think the problem with McLarens is not that their maintenance is scary. It's that the parts are hard to get and they're still kind of restricted, right? Like it's like you can
that
really
is illegitimate.
that's
Well,
that's
like I was
the-
telling Dan and I were talking earlier, I was like, I was kind of thinking like if I were to own this car and some stuff broke on it, could I fix it myself? So I was like, okay, what happens if the steering rack goes out? Because that's a common issue. The dealer charges a fortune. Well, you can go buy a used one for $1,000 and put it in yourself, rather than
Yeah.
paying the dealer $30,000 that they charge for that. And
and it just brought up the
Yeah.
steering rack is 35,000. Well,
yeah,
it's
no, it's
brand
not.
new. It's brand new.
Steering rack? From
Yeah,
factory,
yeah. But
Yeah.
that's the thing. You could say the same thing about any supercar. You're like,
Right.
oh, this crazy component go. If you on the F430, the steering rack can go out. That has happened. We know of that happening, and it's like
Is there a
15.
retrofit out there for it?
Well, no, EAG is making a fix to help it, but there's
How much is a rack?
it's like 15 grand. If you take it to Ferrari and you want them to install it, it's like 15 grand.
Damn.
So I mean,
Hmm.
yeah, it's just like,
Fred said something about the gas mileage. I have to say, the tank said like 3/4 full, and it said range was 100 miles. So okay.
well,
But
but
if
here's
you
the-
notice,
but
it
I-
updates real time. Though.
It does. And I have to say, Fred, I think the viewer is right because I've gotten 24 miles per gallon in my 458.
Yeah.
Which has a bigger engine.
I've hit 31 in the F-Type.
So I think 25 on a 12C is totally feasible on the highway if you're out of the gas.
You just got to
Yeah.
keep out of the loud pedal.
Yeah. But that's the thing. No one's ever going
It's
to
hard-
get it.
The other thing about that car is it's way too fast for just driving around
Oh, yeah.
around
Oh,
town.
yeah.
It's way too
It's-
freaking
The blow off noises are just orgasmic.
It's like-
My God.
yeah, it's ridiculous. I can't believe
The-
it. Like,
The day I drove it home, when I left the Howard, it had 100 miles of range left with 3/4 of a tank. When I got home, because I drove it normally, it was up to like 290 miles of range. Because on the way home, I didn't drive
Oh, yeah.
it like a
It's-
jackass.
It's
so-
way too sensitive about that calculation.
I mean, yeah, it
Yeah.
Oh,
moves like
dude,
real time.
just- Driving tonight to the property, I was like, it said like 60 miles left when I first started. Then we got on the highway and I
It's
gunned
like
it, and it said
5.
like, yeah, it was like 20 miles left. I'm like, uh-oh.
Or refill now.
Yeah. And then I like let off and I kind of like played nice for a bit. And it got up to like almost 100.
Yeah, it just they update it too quickly.
But I did have to fill up, and we only drove like 30 something miles. So I mean, take it for what it is. Oops. hitting
Yeah, but didn't
buttons.
you and Josh drive it pretty hard today?
Oh, I mean, I was having fun.
Yeah, so
Josh was having fun. It's impossible not to, because
You can't. It's.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that car is just
6
begging
miles
for
per
it.
gallon, that's it.
yeah, it's
605 horsepower in that little thing. Like,
605 in that thing. Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
No wonder
Dude.
it was scooting. Damn.
it's got a lot of torque. A
Yeah.
whole lot of torque.
Yeah, I definitely.
I
regret
you know
it.
I hate to talk bad about a Ferrari, but I drove the 430 and then I drove the McLaren, and there's absolutely no comparison. The
Yeah,
430 is
430 is
boring
flat.
compared to
Yeah.
that car.
it is.
Shit.
Till it's 6 speed, till it's gated, then it changes.
Even gated, no, I mean
No.
it's a different kind of fun. It's
it's
different kind of
yeah.
fun.
It's different.
Yeah.
Fred, let Dan touch your cars. Why?
Because somebody has to touch the cars. Look at,
Oh yeah, it's true.
Lord knows Fred neglects the
Hey
shit
Fred,
out
when
of
was
him.
the last time you drove your car?
When's the last time you looked at your car?
Oh, he sees it every day.
If he
Sees
wants
them.
miles put on him, he can send him out here.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
true.
we'll take
Yeah,
care
I'll
of it.
true.
drive it for you, Fred.
Yeah. But yeah, I look, and Fred's right. Who cares about the miles per gallon? But
Yeah.
but I think it is possible to get 25 miles per gallon on a McLaren. I think so.
Mhm.
Because it's
I
only
mean,
a
we were
3.8
cruising down the highway at 80, and it was only putting 2,000 RPM.
Yeah, I was saying
Yeah.
that thing's seventh gear.
The seventh gear is tall.
Yeah.
Like the difference between 6 and 7, like the RPM drops
Yeah.
in half. You're like, holy crap.
It's a 2014 though, right?
2012.
12.
12.
So realistically, you shouldn't be comparing it to a 430. You should compare it to a 450.
No,
Which
no,
right is more
but
fair.
they're the same. They're the same price, though. That's what I'm getting at.
Okay, in
That's
today's
true.
market, yes.
And
Yeah.
that's the crazy part about this is think about this. That car came out the exact same time as the 458, and they cost pretty darn close when they came out.
No,
The
it's
458 is now worth twice as much as the McLaren.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's no doubt that the 458 holds its value
Yeah.
way better. Like,
Yeah.
that's
And I would say 90% of that is because of the bad publicity of reliability.
I feel like the 12Cs are at the bottom now. I don't think they're.
Oh
going-
yeah, no, dude, driving that car around, thinking to myself, this was $100 and something $1,000. That's dumb as hell.
Yeah.
This is so much car for that.
What I liked about it is that nobody knows what it is.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's everyone's all
nobody-
weird.
dude. I got
I kinda
far
like
more
that.
looks in that car than
Yeah.
I've gotten driving any Ferrari or
I believe
Lamborghini
it.
or anything.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
doors
it's-
go like that.
Oh yeah, the billionaire doors. I can't. So I'm gonna try and have Meg review it this weekend if everything goes well. And
Nice.
oh
Nice.
god, I can't wait.
Leave all the
Yeah.
traction controls on because Meg, let's go.
Oh yeah, seriously,
That's another thing, though, is it's amazing how big of a difference each level is.
Yep.
on
they're
this.
pretty noticeable.
Whereas on the Ferrari,
It's- Well,
the Ferrari. It seems to just be traction control.
no, dude. If you put the 458 makes a big difference. The 430, you can't even tell.
Okay.
The 458, when you
430,
put
I
it in a-
I can tell the shifts big time from
The shifts.
auto show. Yeah.
but the suspension,
Oh no.
you
No.
can't feel
Not
a
much,
difference. No, but in the 458, you go in the race mode and you're like, this sucks. This is uncomfortable.
But it's amazing the throttle response difference, though. I
Yeah.
think that's probably why you hated it, like you said. In
No,
that
I think
video.
so. I think I
Yeah.
hated the 12C because they had all the nannies on full nanny.
They should have. That's their biggest mistake
Well,
from a marketing point of view.
But
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, it's the people who own that car trying to make people not
Hey.
kill the car.
McLaren has a great insurance policy, I'm sure.
That was not owned by McLaren.
Oh, I thought it was.
No, it was, I did one of those track day things.
Oh yeah, and I thought it was put on by McLaren themselves.
No.
Oh, okay.
I have done some track things with McLaren, but it wasn't like it wasn't the 12C. I did it 570. So yeah, I've done it, and I did a 720 on a McLaren thing, whatever. Which I do. I have to say, the 720 still. I'm not in love with. I really.
I like your idea of doing the 600 LT.
600
Yeah.
LT. That's the car we need.
That'd be cool.
That's honest to God, that McLaren, that one got my heart going. That is an amazing car. Oh, contributing to Ash's college fund.
Hey Dan,
Oh.
Thanks. Thanks. He just drew a condensation dick on the table, just so you know.
Yeah, thanks, Adam.
That's great. That's great. Good job.
I've been working on that for a while.
I
Every time I take a drink, put the cup.
have not driven the 765. I want to try that one too. It's supposed to be pretty batshit crazy, so that would be fun. But yeah, pretty much all the McLarens have the exact same engine. They're just different tunes.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's yeah, and then of course like the 12C is just a 650S, and whatever. So yeah, but I mean, I don't know. That's one of the problems I have is they have so many models and they kind of all looked similar. Like I hated that they did that.
But that's what happens when you design a car in a wind tunnel.
Well, that's like saying all Porsches look alike. They kind of do, but they don't.
They do. Dude, I can't tell a difference unless it's a GT3.
Yeah.
If it's not a GT3, I don't have a fucking clue. I'm like, it's a Porsche.
That's because you're uncultured swine.
No.
My world is flat.
Yeah, your guys' world is flat
The world is flat.
and boring.
Mitch asked about the leasing a supercar. Like, are you talking about leasing a used one? Because I know there's a company that offers that. Don't do it.
Yeah, we've had a couple.
You're better off to buy the car and just take the depreciation hit because you're going to spend way more doing that bullshit leasing. That sucks.
Well, I've heard that
Don't
they
do it.
have 1,000 miles a year too.
They have.
Oh, they're
yes.
very restrictive. Very restrictive. Yeah.
If you buy
No.
something like what you guys are selling, NG Supercars are selling that McLaren, buy something like that, drive it a couple years. If nothing goes wrong, you'll probably make money.
Yeah. You can drive it for free.
Yeah. Right now in the current market, you could pretty much, if you don't be a dumbass, you can buy a supercar and drive it for free. Yeah. If you're smart about which cars you buy and how much you're paying and stuff. Yeah, it's easy.
And don't buy a $380,000 458.
Nope.
No.
Because that will not drive for free.
Actually, honest to God though, the way things are going. So if you
Even
told
that, though?
me a year ago, hey, this dumbass just bought a $200,000 F430 that's gated. And I would have been like, that was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
No, it's
Well, one just sold for $408,000. So
I think that's just fringe cases, though. They're just fucking idiots.
Yeah.
they are.
But
But
how
I
many
mean,
miles does that car have? So if you're driving
11,000.
It's a high mile car.
more than I thought.
I cannot,
High.
I cannot
Yeah.
believe
Yeah.
that high mileage car and 11,000 miles.
Well, no.
refers to the same
So
vehicle.
for the collector market, for the stuff that normally sells for $200,000+ in the 430s, it's all like in the 3 digits, not in the 5 digits.
Right.
As far as mileage goes,
Yeah. Just to clarify, Adam did not sell his Porsche and get a silver 360.
Do not confirm or deny.
Oh man.
I can't believe that people bought that. Like, I thought
Adam might be driving his
Yes.
dream car soon.
Charlie's like, wait, what sold for a F430
Factory.
gated car, regular, nothing all that special with 11,000 miles on it, sold for
Yep.
$408,000 on Bring a Trailer.
Let me
Just
see if I can find
ridiculous.
a picture.
It's stupid,
And that plus $5,000 in bringer trailer fees. So
Yeah.
dumb as hell.
silly, so silly.
Yeah, I think you're right. Someone's laundering money. Seriously, at
Yeah.
that price, they're like, I got this great idea. We're gonna buy a Ferrari.
Hear me out.
Hear me out.
Here,
Uh,
let me show.
Oh my god.
oh,
You guys can see.
yeah, yeah, $408,000.
It's not
It's
focusing.
Yeah, it's
It
It
probably
won't
not.
focus. It probably can't focus that
I
close.
think, I think I have it set manual so it doesn't
Anyway.
go crazy.
Anyway,
But-
it happened.
Jeez.
Ah, I thought maybe Adam was doing the ultimate business sacrifice like Dan did.
You
No,
should.
he's a wuss. He won't do that.
If I was to do a business sacrifice, I would just sell it and not get anything else. The problem. So I have thought about selling the car. The problem.
By the way,
is-
I just gotta say this right now. I am putting zero pressure on you to do
no,
this.
no. I know, but no,
I don't want to get accused of that.
No. You haven't.
Okay.
But I have thought about it because it would be nice to inject more money into the dealership.
Oh God.
But the
hold
problem-
on. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna just check it out.
What the hell?
George Costanza's here.
Are you literally in your car right now?
I'm in
Are
my
you
car,
coming-
bro. Die Hard.
Are you?
What the?
Are you driving home from your hair plugs appointment?
Hold on, does this sound like Dick? Because it sounds like Dick in the car.
Yeah, it
Yes.
does.
Yeah,
Yes, you
it
sound
does.
terrible.
It sounds like you have one in your mouth.
Right here. Right here. Do you see that right there?
What is that?
I'll be home in like 10 minutes, and I'll jump on. You can see all the lips you
The
want.
hair plugs?
Okay, all right. I'm gonna close.
I'll be
you
right
because
back, gentlemen. I'll be
You
right
sound
back.
terrible. Bye, Pietro.
I'll see you guys.
That's my thing, cutting him off, right?
No, but what I was saying
Yeah,
is,
sorry.
what do you value a 20-year-old car with 140,000 miles on it at?
That's
You
the
know?
trick, right?
Yeah,
How
I
much
mean,
is it really worth?
It's worth whatever somebody is willing to pay for
Make an offer, people.
it. Yeah.
Actually, I'd be really curious.
Make
we
me
should
an offer I
we should
can't
do a video
refuse.
and be like, how much would you be willing to pay just for shits and giggles?
I think if you want to find out, put it on BAT. That'll give you the real number.
No, that gives you the bullshit number.
No, I mean that's real money. People are
Mhm.
buying cars on there.
Maybe.
I've
I'm
sold a
Could be
couple cars
laundered
on there.
money.
Sell, though.
I think it's laundered money.
So that's not our problem.
Yeah, once it gets to you, it's
Here we go.
fine.
Here we go. So everyone keeps saying, "Oh, we're in a bubble. We're in a bubble." I actually disagree. I don't think it's. I don't
It's
know.
not a bubble. It's high, but it's not. A
It's
bubble.
high. It's not
slightly
a
inflated.
bubble. I think they're
Yeah.
like, yes, that particular instance, that $408,000 car is an is an outlier. That one does not represent the whole, right? The problem is those cars are the ones getting all the attention. So everyone's focused on those. But us, we're transacting a lot of stuff now, and we're seeing totally reasonable pricing on these cars.
So what you do, if you want to get an idea of what the actual value is, remove the top 1% of the cars that went, like the highest 1%
Sure.
and the lowest 1% of the cars, and what you're left with, there's your median price, whatever that works out to be.
And there's for every one stupid car that we see, there's tons that sell at reasonable prices.
And that's why I say you
Right.
remove
Yeah.
the super high ones and the super low ones.
So I mean, the other thing you got to consider is like cars as a whole are up. So yeah, that's I think impacting supercars more. But I think some of it's just there's more money. There's a lot of money coming into the supercar market and not enough demand. So it's increasing values. It's a simple economic equation. It's not a bubble. It's not like they hockey sticked up, right? Like it is a linear progression. They had been already trending this way, generally speaking. So, I mean, we saw you go back to my older videos probably a few years ago, and I'm like, I'm not a magician and I didn't predict it correctly, but I said, hey, these cars are probably near the bottom of their value. And they kind of were. That was
You
just
weren't
lucky.
that far off.
No, I wasn't. I was like, I bought my 458 probably within 6 months of the bottom of the market for a 458. And that was just pure luck, right? Who would have ever predicted that? No one. But at the time I said, I think these are incredibly undervalued. And I think the market saw that. And now they're kind of maybe a little bit overvalued, but I don't think it's a bubble. I don't think it's the thing that I think people keep saying is they say, oh, I'm waiting for the bubble to pop so that they can go back to where they were. And it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
You're going to be waiting until you die. They're never going back to where they were. They may come down or slow down, but they're going to keep going up because they're never going to make naturally aspirated cars like this again. They're never going to make these kind of supercars ever again. In 10 years, they're all going to be hybrids and electric and turboed and
I think
whatever.
I think they're going to go back to stick shift.
That'd be awesome, but
Because here's my reason. You guys can let me know what you guys think of it. But we're getting to the point now where the horsepower
Josh.
is getting to the point where it is unsafe and unusable
yeah.
on the road.
Mhm.
And it's only going to increase as hybrid power gets better.
nailed it right there. Asset prices are inflating in lots of areas.
Yeah.
It is not just cars.
So supercar companies like Ferrari, Lamborghini, they're going to have to be about creating an experience, not about being necessarily the fastest. And how do you create an experience?
Yep.
You go back to
No,
a manual car.
that was the one. So we actually, it was kind of fun. We had a guy who is a I guess you'd say author, but he writes articles for Haggerty. Nice. And so he's doing an article about EAG, and so we were at EAG today with him, and he was asking us stuff, and we were discussing, and he said, like, isn't arguably what you guys are doing is like kind of reverting technology? And I'm like, yeah, it is. And he said, well, why do you think people want that? And I said, well, the thing is, I'm like, it's an experience thing. I think people have realized that cars have gotten to a point where the performance is almost
unusable.
Yeah, it's completely pointless. It's almost too fast. It's too powerful. It's too whatever. So I think people have kind of taken a step back and saying, I don't really need to go 0 to 60 in 2.1 seconds. What I really want to do is go drive and have a good time. I want to go out and carve some canyons and bang some gears and feel the road and have the car. Yeah, exactly. I want that experience. And so what I said is, I'm like, look, we're not selling performance, we're selling fun.
Ooh, I like that.
Right.
I like that.
That should be a
That's good
t-shirt.
And
Not
Yeah.
selling
I
performance,
should have that.
selling fun. Hell yes.
Which is true.
It is true.
You're
It's
a
true.
marketing genius.
That was just-
That was
I
right
wish
off
I
the
could say.
cuff.
I wish I could say.
Like,
it
sit
was
down
that.
real quick, making notes.
Yeah. We'll make that a T-shirt later. Oh, Stu, did you lube the top? You got to say it in the Fred voice too. Did
Yeah.
you lube the top?
Ladies.
Banging through the gears.
Ladies.
Ladies, yes. Actually, funny thing is, I do think the 348s are underappreciated. I think they're gonna have a heyday. But I mean, they're already going up. Like,
Yep.
you know, a year ago you could buy them for
Nice-
40
nice-
grand.
Nice ones are going to be $100 grand before you know it.
Yep.
That's insane.
Yeah, but that's
That
where it's
blows.
going.
It's going to happen. Guaranteed
I-
that's going to happen.
No, I believe you. I'm not questioning it. I just can't believe it. That's insane.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it
Because
shouldn't
think about
happen.
this.
I just-
Think about how many of you guys right now watching this are thinking to yourself, God, I kind of wish I could buy one of these cars and just hold on to it for a while. And how many of us gearheads are thinking the same thing? We're thinking, you know, if I don't get one of these cars soon, I may never get one.
Mm-hmm.
And if I do get one, I probably should hold on to it.
The thing is people have been saying that since the beginning of cars.
True. But it's particularly affecting the supercar market right now, I think.
Right.
Because if you look at some of the like classic cars, they're really not.
Well, classic cars, I think vintage cars, the people that used to buy them and drive the values up are dying off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why I have like I don't want to
You think they're gonna crash?
I think the value of the classic cars is going to go down because
There's a reason why I sold off all of mine.
right.
It's
no,
happened
it's a smart move.
throughout, like even from like the 40s and 50s, you know, the generation that grew up with a car couldn't afford it. Now they can afford it. That's what becomes popular. And it's been like that forever.
Yep.
You know, so just the time we're living in now, the cars that we all liked when we were kids or whatever
Yep.
are the ones that are bringing all the money.
Cars, 2000
And
cars.
eventually those cars are going to go down in value, but that's like way down the road. And then
Yep.
whatever's coming out right now is going to be worth a ton. But I am concerned about all the electronic crap in all these new cars, and the hybrid stuff is not going to stand the test of time, but we'll see.
I don't know. I mean, it's just going to be like anything else, really. I mean,
It's just become the new normal.
Matures.
So
Yeah.
There will be a
feel like-
market.
Yeah, it's
to fix it.
replacement parts though. They're gonna be
Yeah.
hard because once they
Yeah.
stop making that technology, you're never gonna be able to get it again.
It's true.
I have a feeling that cars are going to become commodities very quick to the point
Oh,
where it's going to be
easily.
car ownership's no longer going to be a thing. You know,
Right.
10 years.
That's already
you're
a
right.
thing. There's
No, but I'm saying,
apps like in
completely not a
downtown
thing.
Austin.
Oh yeah,
No, I
look,
know.
look at
There's
all the
car
people that
share
live. Yeah, if you
programs.
live in a downtown metropolitan area, you don't need
It's
to own a
called
car.
like
I'm saying, like,
car or something
completely.
like that. Like it's
Volvo has that like from the dealership. You can just lease a car. Or it's not even a lease. It's like a on-demand
Yeah.
loan.
Rental. Yep.
Yeah.
But
from
there's
them.
there's an app where you walk
Yeah.
up to the car, you type in the number, and satellite
Yep.
unlocks it,
And,
and you
it's-
get in it, you drive it, and you
Yeah.
just leave it wherever.
And I don't know, there's 96 people watching. So of my friends or like family friends that have kids that are driving age, none of these kids want to get a license.
Oh yeah,
When
no.
I was 15, I couldn't get a license
Yeah,
quick enough.
Yeah,
Same,
I heard
same.
that the reason people think that's a thing is because now you don't have to go anywhere to interact with your friends because the internet's so
Oh,
I
yeah.
good.
see that.
It's less
Wh-
and less
Back
required.
when we were kids, you had to go.
But you also
hang
want
out with
freedom from
friends.
your parents, and you can't get that in your
But
room.
parents nowadays aren't
But yeah,
true.
but I was saying
aren't
kids,
raising
they actually
kids.
so
I
like
mean,
obviously not,
I wouldn't know, so I don't know.
believe me, I'm like reading all sorts of crap about kids and raising kids and whatever. Anyway, so like one of the things that we were reading recently is like kids nowadays have far less independence and are way less suited for the real world when they actually hit the real world because parents, I think about like how many
Coddle.
they coddle and they helicopter parent. And it's like you got to balance it, obviously. Like arguably like parenting's heading in the right direction generally, but some people take it too far. And I think there's a lot of people that like, you know, like I mean, think about when we were kids, like the stuff we would get away with and the things you would do.
We
You know,
had
like,
to be back on our street when the street lights were on. We could
Yeah.
stay outside and play tag and all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
right.
But
For
we
anyone-
had to be on our street when the street lights came on.
Yeah.
For anybody with kids, you should really read this book. It's awesome.
Glow
if you haven't
kids?
heard of it,
Hmm.
yeah.
All right. Well, yeah.
All
So Ryan says, his kid's just not into it, but I also was given the thread of like, hey, you can drive now, so we're not taking you anywhere.
Yeah.
So save up your money, buy a car, get your license. Good luck.
I like this
I
one.
just realized this. Josh's camera is reversed. Both
Yeah,
everybody else's is normal.
Yeah.
You can no,
Is it?
you can. It's because his is not mirrored. You got to turn on mirroring,
But
Josh.
it's correct for everybody else.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's fine.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
How's
So
that?
it's so now books. If you hold up the book again, it'll read.
Oh,
correctly.
okay. Here, sorry.
There you
Yeah.
But it's
Exactly.
always been
But it-
correct for the
so
people
it's
who-
harder for us because now you're on the wrong side.
Yeah.
That's why they mirror it, is because it makes it easier for you who's broadcasting.
Viewer.
But yeah, no, for us, it's easier for us. Like if you think about like if you're doing like a green screen, you're like, hey, here's a green screen, you know, like it would be backwards.
Sure.
So
I don't
it'd
like
mess,
the
it'd
mirror.
mess you up.
It's tripping me out.
Right. See?
It's
Oh,
trippy.
man.
That's crazy. I'm holding this with my right hand clearly, and it should be here, but it's here. But it
Yeah,
doesn't.
right.
I'm
Exactly.
able to read my hat, so
So are we.
exactly.
Yeah. So anyway,
So yeah, we'll see what happens with
Carrie,
cars.
what's up,
It'll be
Carrie?
interesting.
it's anyway. That was a lengthy discussion that started from cars are in a
But
bubble.
it was actually,
No, it's a great one. It's a good.
Yeah, it
it's
was actually
it's obviously
car-related.
it's on a lot of people's mind, and we're getting a lot of that. People keep saying, "Oh, it's a bubble, and I don't think it's a bubble. That's
I
my
think
opinion. I'm probably wrong.
I think our money's worth less too every day. So I think
Yeah.
it's gonna just stay up there. I don't think.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just Who
Yeah,
knows?
if there's a huge inflation hit or something, that crazy or the little bit that they are inflated will probably settle back down, but they're not going to
Mhm.
disappear.
Yeah.
It's
they're not going to crash.
Like I think it's high, but it's not a bubble.
Right. That's exactly it. I think it's high, not a bubble. It could have a correction. It's not going to be a crash.
There you go. Correction.
Right.
Yeah, which according to the market people is what 10%. So okay,
I feel like-
10%.
Yeah, the correction is going to be on all those fringe cars, the 6-speed that sold for $400,000.
Yes,
There's going to be a
Yeah.
correction there.
I
The
cannot believe people
the-
kept bidding on that.
I know,
the
right?
normal
We-
F430 being 130,000 versus 100,000 2 years ago. I don't think that's going down. I
No.
think it's going to stay there.
and if it does, what? So it goes to 120.
I don't think it will. Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't even notice that really, because there's
And even if you lost like 20 grand, cool, you spent $20,000 to drive a Ferrari. If you
Yeah,
actually,
right,
if
right.
you actually drive it,
And that- and that's-
you all know how I feel about that.
but that's the one thing that I think is so interesting that so many people don't compute in with these cars compared to like a normal cars. They don't devalue like a normal car when you're
Right.
buying a 10-year-old supercar. So
Right.
like you go out and drive it a couple years and yeah, you might lose money. In fact, you should still have the attitude of I'm going to lose money on this car. Even if something breaks or whatever, blah blah blah. But it's still not that terrifying when you look at the end game of it. I mean, my first 430 I bought for 92 or 94 or whatever and I sold it for I think probably 94 and I sold it for like 75 and I spent some money on it. I don't even remember what it was. Let's say I lost a total of like $35,000 on it. If I had bought a brand new fill in the blank with almost any car I probably would have lost close to that much money, and there's no way in hell I would have had as much fun.
Period. The percentage, you probably would have lost that in the first year.
Right. Right. Yeah. So it just, well, of course, today you go buy a brand new car and it goes up in value.
I've gained 30 grand on the Defender.
Right.
So.
You should sell that. Dude.
I know that.
Seriously.
Yeah, that's what
That's
you
a
need to
bubble.
sell that.
That's a bubble.
That's a bubble. Yeah.
Now
you
that
need to sell that and buy like a Camry or
you know what?
something.
That's
Especially
what's
in
going
Austin.
on. Here's the problem. Everyone's looking at the normal used car market, which is a bubble,
Yeah.
and then they're applying it to supercars. And I think
Yeah.
that's not the same thing. It's not the same economics.
Yep.
You need to go. Out of curiosity, I wonder what CarMax would offer you if you took it in for an appraisal.
It might be worth trying.
Dude,
Let's-
Dan,
how
I
much
think
trade
we should.
in?
I think
Let's
we
go
should do
live.
some CarMax. We should do some
I was gonna
CarMax
say, let's go
appraisal
live.
videos. That would be
you
awesome.
should.
People
Yeah.
would accuse us of copying Demiro, though.
Everyone
We'll watch
copying
Fuck-
every
fuck
YouTuber
them.
on
Fuck
earth.
them.
That was a couple years ago. It's new again.
Has he not done that recently? I don't
think
watch
so.
Demiro.
Everyone got tired of it.
Yeah.
Because every YouTuber on earth is like,
Stradman hasn't
how
done
much
it.
does CarMax think my blah 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 is worth?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I'm genuinely curious what they would do with the 996.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Yes. Yes.
That
Yes.
would be
actually
fascinating.
that would be fascinating. Purely from a data perspective. We'll give you $3 in store credit.
Just to leave.
Not redeemable on a car.
Yeah.
And not non-transferable.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We're actually signed up with CarMax Auctions now, so anybody that trades their thing in nationwide,
Ooh.
we're on the hunt for stuff that are trading in, people that are trading in crazy cars to
doing that.
CarMax.
It's loud.
We're-
Sorry.
That's cool. I didn't know they'd had that. So
Is
Yeah.
the 12C close to the lowest value now? I mean, are you saying is it like at the bottom value for those
Probably.
cars? I
Pretty
think
close.
so.
Probably.
I think so as
Yeah.
well.
I think so. I mean, if you wanted a 12C, I think now is a good time to buy
And
them.
they-
Don't,
they
actually,
made
correction, don't buy them because we want to buy them.
They made,
Make
they
some
made
money
quite
on
a few 12Cs, right? What's the production numbers in the 12Cs?
They didn't make that many.
That's a
Really?
good question.
Yeah, I think.
I thought that they were cranking out as many as they
Yeah, I
could.
thought
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
look
not
it
that
up.
many. It's still not that many.
Yeah.
Josh is looking it up. He's
Yeah.
on the hunt.
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
He's focused.
I mean, I think it's certainly less than Ferraris.
Worldwide 4,000. USA
See?
1,485.
Really?
wow.
That's
Yeah.
pretty low.
So there's more
Wow.
Scuds than there are 12Cs in the U.S.
Yeah, there's 1,485 in the U.S.
Color me surprised.
That is pretty.
Interesting.
That's lower than I would have thought.
Me too.
Think about how often you see them.
Never.
Almost never.
Yeah.
I've only ever seen one 12C before. That was in St. Louis.
Oh,
So-
and then the one in your driveway right now.
Yeah, and then the one in my driveway.
The one in your driveway.
So-
This is probably the third or fourth one I've seen.
okay.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen a handful, but it's not
This is
many.
The second one I've
Well,
driven.
we go to car shows too a lot. So
That's true. That's true.
Well, no, excluding car shows.
There
Excluding.
isn't car
Oh,
shows
okay.
in New Mexico, so now I can start going to car shows.
What is this thing you speak of? A
Yeah,
car
what,
show?
a car show?
And,
Um,
you guys all know. Sorry, go ahead.
no. It's just a good question. Dan, are you going to buy cars for yourself, or does it not fit your business model now? I'm probably not going to buy a car for myself for quite a while. All my money's tied up in the business at the moment. So that was the whole point of selling the 458. Like I'm committed. Like I'm taking every dollar I have available and using it to try and grow the business because it's sort of working. So trying to make it actually work.
I would say it's working. I mean,
Yeah, it's heading in the right direction.
we're turning a profit.
I mean, for the first time ever, I think this year, the company will actually turn a profit because normal guy still had a loss
Last year,
on paper. Yeah.
That's how
that's-
it should always
Thanks,
be.
Carrie.
Yeah.
Carrie. Carrie. Yay! Thanks, Gary. What's my personal car now? I have it's a Ram 2500. I
It's
can't.
a Dodge. Dodge.
I always say Dodge.
Did Travis give you the badge for it? Okay, I'm not gonna say anything.
Oh shit! I don't
You-
know.
Tra-
Oh.
Travis has a present for you.
Thank you, Carrie.
Tyler. Why would you say that?
Oh no, I want to know. I'm sure I'll be really happy with whatever it is.
2 days to Radwood, fellas. 2 days.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
I wish I still had a car to take down there.
I'm way too excited for this thing.
Apparently, jeez. You're a rock out with your tops out.
Oh, that's a
Radwood.
Kona, though,
Radwood
right?
is pretty cool though.
My car's
Yes.
all glossed up and shiny. Bling,
Is
bling.
that, dude, that's the WS6.
I went.
Oh shit!
I was at his house
It's
the other day.
so go bling bling.
The buttons in early 2000 Pontiacs are
so
They were
bad.
terrible.
They're so bad.
My dad had a 94
Dude, no,
Grand
like the
Am when
turn
I was
stock,
a kid.
the turn signal stock.
I didn't mess with the turn
so
signal.
bad.
But-
And the steering wheel.
I was just having
It's so epic.
flashbacks. I was having flashbacks of sitting in my dad's car.
That's gonna
Yes.
It's that.
Oh, our titties and beer.
Ladies.
Oh,
that.
yes.
I'm
Did you
wearing
buy
all-
that?
Yeah, I've
Oh
got
my
it.
God.
I'm wearing that to Radwood.
Oh my god, that's so epic. Oh my god, that's so awesome. Holy shit. I'm already sick of C8s. Dan called it. Oh,
Hey.
Yeah,
They're
every time
everywhere.
every time I
everywhere.
see one, I'm like, ugh.
yeah. I told
There's
you
another
they're-
one.
They're gonna pump out over 100,000 of those things. You're gonna see them everywhere.
You guys are
They're
so
gonna drop
pretentious.
like rock.
No, it's not that it's pretentiousness. It's just that like when you see here's the thing. When you go to a car show and there's 90 of the same car lined up next to each other, it's like, well, which one's special? Like what the hell? I mean, it's just I don't know. I like when you see
I buy cars because I want it, not because I want somebody else to think my car is
it's not a
special.
matter of someone else. I like having something unique and special.
But what's special about your car?
It's special to me. Hey,
Hey, there's the hair
ah,
plug for men.
Jeez.
They're looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're growing in.
It is you.
It does look thicker. at
Your
times.
hair is thinning though. You're muted. You're muted.
Oh, you're muted.
Am I still muted or no?
No,
No.
we
Yep,
can hear
no,
you.
we can't hear you.
All right,
No.
There
I'm
you
gonna
go.
put this out there for everyone. See these bad boys? That's natural. There's no plugs. Hand to God.
Love it.
Why
By the
are you
way-
lying like that?
By the way,
I don't hand to
hey,
God and I don't lie. when I
Josh,
hit hand to God.
okay. Here you got to hear. Pietro had a plan for if we buy the location that we looked at tonight.
Yep.
Pietro
Oh, yeah,
has a
what's
plan.
that?
He thinks that
A strip
We need
club
to-
in one side of it.
almost nice, nice. All right, Joe Dirt.
it's Dear Tay.
Dear Tay.
Keep the hat on.
It's
Okay, what's the
Benet.
plan?
The plan is we should have a like cafe and serve like gelato and espressos
Yep.
and totally make it like a little thing, you know, like have it be
That
like
would
So
Destination.
none of us are gonna want to go and serve gelato and fucking
True,
coffee.
yeah.
now.
No,
Hey,
dude, you
so
hire
you
somebody
lease
to
out
do that.
you lease it out. You
That
lease it
actually
out.
wouldn't be the worst idea because
Right?
we get tons of traffic in
Right.
there. Like people would bring their kids because their kids
The,
want
kid,
to see.
the
cool
thing
cars.
is we're gonna get the old dudes on Sunday. Every
Perfect.
Sunday, come over and drink all our coffee and bring their
Cool.
Corvettes over.
Bro,
As
and
long
I
you
as
don't
put
they're
the
care
paying-
as long as they're
yeah.
buying
When
coffee.
money's green, yeah.
Bro, put
Dude,
the
coffee
F1
like
put the
$5 a
F1
pop.
races. Put the F1 races, make it like a destination to come watch F1.
Yeah,
Man, I don't know that
No,
I would
that'd
be
be
on the
cool.
wrong side of F1 management broadcasting
Yeah.
their race.
oh,
That's
yeah.
like be getting on the
Yeah.
wrong side of the cartel.
we
or
can we'll
something.
just go on YouTube and play YouTube videos of races, so that way it's not us. Yeah,
I'm telling you, that's the way to do
I love
it.
it. I think it'd be funny. Anyway, we do have to talk a lot about the place because it's
shithole.
It's dog
needs
shit.
love. Let's
I
just
got
say
a
it needs-
picture. I got a picture from Adam, and all it was the ceiling fan. So I was like, oh,
Show that, show that.
Dude,
Dude,
The
the,
crown molding was dope.
the ceiling fan was
Dude.
it was badass. We were like, wow,
Where
that's
at the
beautiful.
place?
Yeah.
Wait, I can't tell if
Okay,
we're fucking
okay.
around or if we're being
No.
serious.
So
I'm
here,
dead serious. dude.
I'm in the room. I can't tell.
look, it was super weird.
Dude.
What? All right, it was super weird
Crown
because
molding around that thing.
see,
It looks like the
You
castle
show
in
it,
Colorado.
show it.
around the fans.
There's like crown molding around the
Oh,
ceiling fan.
What those the things are called? There's a name for those.
I don't know.
It's not crown molding,
Trim?
is it?
No, it's not crown molding. There's a name for it when it goes underneath lighting fixtures or fans. I forget what the hell it's called.
I don't know.
I'll text it to you so that you can see it. I don't have your number though. Josh, send
Yeah.
me his number.
Well, so
Please.
here's the funky thing about
Yeah,
this
Adam, I
place.
wanna
It's,
text you
it's,
some fucking
it's
weird
currently it's currently being operated as a repair shop for automobiles, but the owner lives there. So
What?
yeah, it's so weird. So it's got an office, then it's got like a actual living space, bedroom, kitchen.
That smelled like my grandparents' house.
And
I'll
looked
believe it.
like your grandparents' house.
Is it mixed
then-
use? Is it
Huh?
is it mixed use or is it just circular commercial? He puts a bed there.
I think it's.
He's got a good idea. Make it a car condo.
I mean,
Oh,
it's-
medallion, by the way.
Yeah.
Those things. Thank you, everybody. Those things are called medallions.
I don't think
Uh-huh.
I don't think you could do a car kind of there. But anyway,
No?
I'll explain why later.
Okay,
But
yeah.
Well, that's a lot of liability too. But
yeah,
Well, yeah, true.
God.
I think you need
But
more
you make
then
the people
then
pay
you go
for it.
through that door, and then it's got a large warehouse space that probably could fit, I'm gonna guess, 7 cars, and then there's another entranceway into a single bay, high lift garage that you could easily fit a massive lift in it. So I mean, and there's room to expand potentially on the property. So, but here's the kicker: it probably needs about $300,000 in work.
Oh,
I'd say that that's a fairly conservative estimate.
Yeah.
To start. We probably need about-
Doing it yourself.
doing it yourself is probably still like
F that.
300,000.
I don't
Dan,
know if
I-
I want. I'd rather spend time and money making money on cars than not working on a fucking building.
Dan,
Yeah.
as your unofficial banker, good luck
But getting that place.
getting traditional lending for it.
Oh no, we
Oh.
wouldn't. We would have to do an SBA.
Yeah, yeah,
We'd have to.
yeah.
100%.
You'd have no choice.
No, because it's. But here's so the one thing about it that's really compelling is we think we could get it for way less than it's currently listed.
That's going to be the only way we
And-
get it. 'cause I'm
And
not spending
talk
that
to
much
the
money.
town. Talk to
Right.
the town about grant money.
Yes, and that's literally a thing that we are discussing. So
Nice. Because
Anyway.
listen, if you could buy it for whatever, $500,000, 600, whatever, and then have them give you half of that, or maybe a quarter of it, or whatever, or a third of it.
I mean, I'd even be happy if they could just do something where like they change our property taxes or something
Defer
like
it.
that.
Maybe
Yeah.
deferred or something.
Yeah, something like that would be amazing. I mean, on a property like that, taxes will be like
I think you're
15 grand.
overestimating what our worth is to them.
Well, I
it's
mean,
a
look
small
at that
town.
building.
It's a
Look at
small
that
town.
building. I mean, you could do. I mean, if you did a rendering and you paid someone to do like a nice architectural rendering, the outside, did it up real nice, and made it almost look like a marquee with lights and like almost like a movie theater, like back in like the 40s. And then you have like a gelato sign. Oh man, cappuccino sign.
Would you come serve gelato for the grand opening?
I'll show you later.
Italian.
Ben.
Only if I could wear the Borat thing.
Ah, yes, there you go.
I mean, I'm not entirely opposed to that.
Yeah. So I don't know. Anyway, it's
I'd
the
serve
first place that we've looked at seriously because
How did
we're
you
looking
guys
at.
feel about? How did you guys feel about how far out of town it is?
Oh, I definitely won't be going there every day.
It's no. It's easy for you and me, Josh. It sucks for him.
That's like twice a week max.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
it. Now that I got your number, you're fucked.
I think. I think what he just said is a positive. I only have to see him like twice a week. That's amazing.
Hey, it's a positive this way too.
Oh man.
We should all wear
Um,
costumes and stuff. Yeah,
Here you go.
He's right.
Could be way personal, but what's a ballpark number for yearly income or net worth before buying a supercar? It totally depends.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
yeah,
impossible.
that's
Like
hard to
I,
say.
yeah, it just there's too
Somewhere
many
between
factors.
0 and 10 million.
It depends on the car. It
Sounds
depends
like a
on your-
CNC bankruptcy there. So, somewhere between $0 and $10 million.
Well, they made a good point. They made a good point. We can like set up like card games there and make it super incognito at that place.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I want to do a go-kart track.
Oh, that'd be
Electric?
fun.
That would be amazing.
We could do electric or gas, whatever.
Oh, they said that Elon Musk is building the factory for his electric off-road vehicle in Liberty Hill.
Oh, really?
Oh, dude, you
Yeah.
got to buy that building now because the property value is going to shoot
Yeah,
up.
that's gonna go
You weren't
skyrocket.
supposed to say the place we're going.
Can't take this freaking guy anywhere.
Did he do something like
Did
this?
I say Liberty Hill? I meant San Marcos.
Bro.
San Marcos.
Yeah.
That's.
San Marcos.
Did he do
I
something
was
like this
told that that's how it's said when I lived down there. They're like, "Oh, it's San Marcos," and I'm
That's
like,
it.
"Oh, whatever."
Really?
I'm,
As
I'm
opposed to
texting
what?
you some hate
San
shit.
Marcos.
San Marcos?
That's how white people say it.
I've never heard it. San
I've
Marcos.
never heard San Marcos.
That's
That's
all I've ever
Dude,
heard.
I don't know.
That's what you get, Adam.
Really?
Really?
That was
Yeah.
San Marcos.
I've
Yeah,
always
I've been
heard
here for
Marcos.
15. I've been here 15 years, and I've never heard anyone say San Marcos.
No, to be fair,
White
no
people
one
are worse.
says Menchaca correctly.
It's
Manchaka.
Menchaca.
Yeah, it's Menchaca. Yeah, but they would say like man shack.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
You know how much money they spent changing it from MAN to MEN?
Yeah.
Because you know why? They spelled it wrong initially when
Yeah.
they did it.
Oh,
Hey, I mean, I know it costs a lot of money, but it's kind of a disservice to the guy who is in honor of.
yeah.
I mean, like, dude, if I'm a big deal, which I'm not, and someone misspells my name, to be fair, I've had a couple interviews with news people and whatever, and most of the time they misspell my name. And I go
But
to them,
it
I say,
doesn't
hey, you
cost them-
misspelled my name.
It doesn't cost them anything to change it.
I know, but
I am a big deal, but if I ever get a road named after me and they
You're big,
misspell
all
my
right. You're
name,
big, Adam.
Adam
kind of a
probably
big
thinks-
deal here.
Adam probably thinks the Germans named San Diego after a whale's vagina.
I did. I
San
saw it.
Diego.
I saw it in a
Yeah.
movie. That is exactly what
It's a
happened.
whale's vagina. Great movie, by the way.
Our viewer count just keeps
Oh, it does. It
dropping.
is. It is.
Yeah.
We've definitely destroyed the viewer count. Woo!
We were over 100 for quite a while.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
There you go. At a dog
We
shelter.
blame
in
It
Pietro.
was, yeah, it was when Pietro
It does.
joined.
Yes, yeah. Well, of course we can't pronounce your name. It's got a Z in it. No words have Z's in it that are reasonable.
That's how it
It's a
works.
terrible letter. Yeah, exactly. It's about having respect. Like if you're
Is
gonna,
it like Tzatziki, like Tzatziki? Tzatziki? Ziki? Is that
No.
how do you say it?
it was like Ziki or something, right?
Look, I'm not saying that I'm not saying it wasn't a big deal that they messed it up first. But if somebody misspelled my name that a road was made after, I would be okay with saving taxpayer money
No,
to not change
no,
the name.
I would not.
Because I'm not.
What if
I'm
they
not
change
that-
the name? What if they change the name of a street from after you, and then they misspelled it Hell instead of Helm?
A lot of people say that anyway. Well, a lot of people say my last name is Helms with an S. They add an
There you
S.
go.
Yeah,
Helms.
yeah.
Oh,
Because
People
apparently
can't say
Helms
my
is
name
like
for crap.
a super common. Helms is super common. Helm apparently is.
You
not.
should be like, it's not Helms, it's like Hermes, Hermes.
yeah, yeah.
Well, that actually is French.
M.A.
Adam's about as French as sushi.
That's not what your mom said last night.
I
Da-dum.
hate-
Yeah.
So stupid. I hate you.
This is the part of the night where it just goes stupid.
Yeah.
You bastards! No. God
Here we
damn
go.
it. Why'd you have to say that? Everyone's gonna go look up the building.
Freaking mush mouth.
All 50 people that are watching.
Yeah.
71.
71.
71. Okay.
But the problem is that they're gonna see it tomorrow, and then they're gonna be bored, and they're gonna go
Well, you can
look
cut
at
that.
it.
You cut that part out.
That's
We're gonna
funny
do-
that
we're
you
gonna-
think people are going to watch this tomorrow. There's one person that watches this next day, and it's Richard.
He's
No.
on. Richard's watching
Dude,
right now.
did you
Is he?
see how many views were
Where's Richard?
on the
Probably gonna be
last
one that
live?
goes and buys it too.
Over 1,000.
What?
Yes.
Who's watching this crap after it's?
I watched them because I wasn't on them, so I watched them.
There you go.
The FU is silent. Yours says 87? Damn. I like
does
yours
that say?
better. What is that
That
one?
says 89. Oh,
Oh.
87.
Yeah, YouTube says 87. Huh. Whatever. There's
Which
some-
is really weird because that should also include Facebook and Twitch too.
it does.
Yeah, it
And I did see people commenting on
Yeah.
Facebook. So
Do you put this on Twitch too?
Yeah.
yeah, we get
So how
one
does-
viewer.
And
One.
you know who it is?
Is it
Who?
paid?
It's me.
Is it?
I log in on my computer. Oh, tonight
Oh,
it's
it's
gonna be
zero. Damn it.
Adam, you got to
that's-
make an OnlyFans.
Oh, so I was talking. Actually, funny enough, I was talking to my banker when I was opening up some checking accounts, and he had an interesting idea. Does any of you actually use TikTok? Because he was like, you really should publish these videos on TikTok. And I'm like, I mean, he's not
I
wrong.
don't know how
It's not
TikTok
wrong.
works.
It's so
TikTok-
stupid.
I've never been on
is-
it.
The quality
I
of
hate
garbage
it.
on
I
TikTok,
downloaded
it's
it
so
because-
It's
bad.
crap. It's so bad. But if it gets more stuff
If
going,
you're chasing views, your channel is not doing the right things. That's all I'm gonna say. You
we
you're not
know
chasing
we
views.
know somebody who works for TikTok, and when they're like, "Oh yeah, TikTok's great for car channels," I downloaded it and I tried to figure it out. I cannot figure out how TikTok works. I'm apparently too much of a boomer.
yeah.
There's that one kid who has that 360, right? Who Alex something that has like 6 million TikTok followers, and he has that car show at that Cedar Park HEB, or the HEB Center or whatever.
The way to make money on TikTok. So there was a guy at the bank I worked for. He was just a normal guy who worked in the bank. He had he was a big TikToker, right? He started like when TikTok was like in its infancy, and he was making so much money being a TikToker, doing stupid pranks on his family and stuff, that he quit, and now he makes like $500,000+ a year, and he's like 24.
Yeah.
I know. I like.
Nuts.
I don't look at TikTok as like, oh, good, it's another revenue stream. Like, because we don't make shit on YouTube anyway.
We
So
really
we're not
don't.
gonna make shit. Whoops, sorry. We're not gonna make
Why are you
shit
hitting
on.
me?
I know, right? I'm trying to take.
Oh,
it
you're
off.
lucky we don't put you in the bathroom like that scene in Goodfellas for mush mouthing.
Dude,
Yeah.
don't threaten me with a good time. Ladies.
Yeah, nice. Oh boy. Yeah, I look at it as, could it get more? Oh, now it says 92. Okay, it's lagging.
We
Anyway.
started talking
Everyone
about
went to
TikTok
call
and
the
the
re-
views are
everyone
going
went-
up.
I know, right? We started talking about TikTok. Look, it's already working. We're talking about TikTok and it's working.
Everyone went to call the real estate agent to buy property, and
And then
Like
they're
they
back.
said.
No, you know what happened is they saw
In
the
San
property, they
Marcos.
saw how shitty it was, and like, oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want that pile of crap. Oh,
P1,
Lordy.
not Speedtail. P1.
What?
Someone said P1 or Speedtail. P1 all
Oh,
day.
God, P1.
Oh, yeah, P1.
Speedtail's
The Speedtail is cool because it's got the 3-seat configuration. That's what I like about it.
I think it's gimmicky though.
No, it goes a
All
throwback
of these
to the
cars are
F1.
gimmicky.
It is a throwback. It's cool, but I mean the P1's just an animal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he
Adam-
wasn't here for that.
Adam, explain to Pietro what ladies mean.
At the beginning of the
Oh, yeah.
at the beginning of the show, I said you can make any sentence sound really creepy if you put ladies at the end of it.
Ladies.
So okay,
Yeah.
so give me an example.
Like
ladies.
don't
Give me an example, ladies.
don't threaten me with a good time in the bathroom, ladies.
Oh,
But that's a pretty charged. Yeah.
gives me,
That's a
gives
charge.
me
You gotta have
shivers.
like a normal sentence. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that could
Can you-
actually make sense.
Well, now I'm on the spot and I can't think of anything.
Okay, let's go
Ladies.
fix some. Let's go wrench on some cars, ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it kinda
It's
does.
suggestive.
It does.
Yeah,
kind of,
I hate myself for saying that, but
Yeah.
Let's go rent some cars, ladies.
Add me on TikTok.
Yeah. Let's
Ladies.
go wrench.
oh, it makes me cringe.
Check out my OnlyFans, ladies.
Yeah, but that's something someone to actually say, especially
But that's
you.
that's no. I mean, you could. You already had like check out my OnlyFans. You know, like
Yeah.
It's like
Ladies is just-
let's go file my taxes. ladies.
Yeah, there you go. See,
that's what
That's
Gary's
a-
going to use that as his
yes.
slogan for his
That's a-
company now.
Let's
Carry
switch from an
Decker.
S corp to a C corp, ladies.
ladies. You got to file form 1071, ladies.
We're gonna max out your
Or-
raw contributions. Ladies.
Check out all these deductions, ladies.
Call me 1040 EZ, ladies.
Oh, this is just stupid.
And this is why TikTok wouldn't work, because those kids
Yeah.
would come on and be like, "What the fuck are these guys
Like-
talking
Like,
about?"
They'll be like,
who are these old people and what are they doing on our channel?
yeah. Who are these semi-bald people being weirdos?
Oh, I just thought it just occurred to me. So we actually need to get on TikTok for one reason, so we can ruin TikTok and they can get off the TikTok.
There you go.
And I
Yeah.
just said the TikTok. Yes. See, we need to do that.
Oh man.
1069. Yes, Carrie is definitely turned on right now. We just actually, given he just finished tax season, he's
Yeah.
probably like, "Stop it! Stop it!"
No.
He's probably,
Carrie's
sneezing.
Carrie's at full staff right now. Full staff,
Ladies.
ladies.
Is the housing market in a bubble?
I
No.
think so. Actually, I actually think it is.
I don't think it's a bubble.
Not in Austin. It's not.
No.
No,
No,
but
no.
it's different though because you guys are getting Amazon, you're getting all these things. It's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
But in
Okay, yeah, you're right. I'm
Yeah.
I'm looking at it from the Austin perspective.
Yeah,
and it
Austin is
not.
not. No.
100%.
If mortgage
not.
rates hit 11%, it's going to be a bubble.
no, no.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Feds will raise rates, and they're talking quarter point, half point.
I don't know
maybe
about
more.
11% though. That would be
No.
devastating.
Oh, that'll never happen. But I've heard.
way-
I'm trying to sell my house in Mexico, and I've heard someone tell me that, like, you better sell it before it's 11%.
No, it's gonna hit.
That's not going to
for
happen.
sure, but not-
It could probably go 5 to 6.
yeah, it'll do
Yeah.
5 or 6 is my guess.
Yeah, yeah.
But that doesn't mean that it's necessarily
Yeah,
a bubble. It
It's
just means
gonna-
that there's going to be less people buying because
It's
what
gonna
they
step
could
by
afford
its-
at 3.5%, they can't afford at 5.5% or 6%.
All right. I think we went way over on time.
Ladies.
No, yes. So anyway,
Wait, let me ask a quick question? Is Hugh? Is that
so
Hugh's real
tempting.
name?
Sorry,
Don't do it.
so-
Don't do it. Is that Hugh's real name? Is that Hugh's real name, Hugh Man?
I don't know.
Or is
Is
it Hugh? Is that your real name, or is it like you're like a play on words
He
like
said
huge
yes. Yeah.
man? Oh no,
Did he
that was
say
yeah,
yes?
that was from a different something else.
Oh, it's from different. Okay.
Oh, he's still talking about something
He's
else.
talking about properties.
YouTube delay.
Yeah, it's delay. Oh, see, I'm yawning. It's definitely time to go.
Are we doing an after party?
Nah,
You
I'm
know-
not. I'm not doing an after
I gotta.
party.
Yeah, I want to go home tonight. I'm tired,
Losers.
dude. I have not been home all week. I have barely. I've seen my kid for a total of like an hour this week. It sucks.
Yeah, that does suck actually.
Yeah, it's just been a busy.
All right,
week.
I'll end you with a good story.
Okay.
Don't freaking get that finger up the button. So I wasn't supposed to coach tonight. All right, I wasn't
Okay.
supposed to coach soccer tonight, but my buddy was out of town, so I will rip you up, Tyler.
I'll do it. Oh.
No, be nice.
No, I wasn't supposed to coach tonight, so I ended up coaching, and I hate coaching because they don't listen, and these kids are like 5 years old, 6 years old. So halfway during practice, half the kids aren't listening. Another kid runs off into the woods, and projectile
Nice.
diarrheas all over the
I
place.
thought you were gonna say vomit.
I thought vomit. Yeah.
Pulls his father runs over to him and he's carrying him out. And I looked at all the other parents. I said, "We're fucking done. Practice is over." I was like,
Practice is
"I didn't sign
over.
up for this shit." I texted
Literally,
Coach,
literally.
I texted the coach. I said, "Don't ever ask me again." As a matter of fact, I'm not even coming.
Oh man.
Don't coach.
God. Dude, Mo dropped the deuce inside the other night.
Oh no.
He's like 3 years old.
He got sick. Something
Oh,
happened.
okay.
That's the only time he does it.
Okay.
But it's one of those where like he got up in the middle of the night and started like pacing because he
Mm.
doesn't bark at the damn door. He's dumb. So
Hang
he
a
starts
bell.
pacing. We tried that. It didn't work. He's dumb.
That's why we got a dog door. They
Yeah.
just come and go as they please.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the problem. So he like was trying to wake us up, but by the time he like woke us up, like when someone wakes you up at 3 a.m. by pacing, it's
You're
like,
bad.
yeah, you're like, shut the fuck up. Like I'm not, no. Like, and then finally, like I'm like, wait a minute, he probably needs to go out. Oh, son of a bitch. So I like let him out, and then like I was like, son of a bitch.
Yeah. At least you didn't do the
Go
slip
out
and
on
slide.
Go out on the tour thing again.
Okay, yeah, we'll close. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? We need more people to sign up for the tour of Colorado. Like
Yes.
legitimately, it's getting closer to like D-Day where like if you guys we need more people. We still have 6 slots. If those 6 or at least a couple of those aren't filled, we'll have to cancel because
Fill those slots, guys. Fill those slots.
Mhm.
otherwise we're gonna lose our ass again and we can't just
I got a
no.
car I could take on it, but I don't know if
Come.
that's It's my daughter's birthday.
Oh,
That happens every year. It's fine.
She'll
Yeah.
forgive you.
Josh, I got an E63S.
Did you?
oh yeah, you did.
Ooh.
2014 with 18,000 miles on it.
Is it that one that we were looking at a while back?
Yeah, I ended up.
I'm waiting
what-
for the opportune moment to
For
like
the-
just.
Yeah.
Oh no,
nice.
That was your
that was my
opportunity.
moment. I know I
Yeah.
should have done it. Oh well.
Fuck a fat one.
Brian, you
It's
can rent
sick.
a car if you can afford to rent a car for a week, like a
that'd
sports
be-
car for a week.
I mean,
Dan
Good.
hates black.
Yeah. I do hate black. All right. Anyway, we're gonna close it out. Thank you everyone for coming tonight. We'll see you guys
See
soon.
you, everyone.
I'm gonna close it out with the tour video because
sign up. It's the best trip
sign
ever.
up.